Philosophy is all about asking big questions, questions that often lie just below the surface of many things that we do and think about. In philosophy, we challenge students to think critically about questions, consider different answers, look at concepts and what they mean, and different arguments and theories. Any subject that you might choose to study at A-level will have philosophical questions deep down underneath them. So if you're studying the sciences, there are questions like, does science tell us what's really there, what true reality is? How does what science tells us fit in with our experience of the world? For example, do humans have free will if everything is determined by strict laws of causation? If you study the arts and literature subjects, then there are questions like, what makes art great? Are some works of art or poems or literature objectively better than others? If you're studying subjects like business or computing, there are big questions like, should businesses be judged by moral standards or only on economic standards? Can computers think? Can robots have feelings? You might be choosing subjects like history and politics, which raises questions about society. What makes a society good? Can there be moral progress? Are we in a better world today than we were in the past? So these are some of the many big questions that philosophy raises, and we consider lots of different answers to them. Because philosophy involves both big, broad questions about the nature of life, the universe, and everything, and also detailed critical thinking about ideas, concepts, and arguments, it's well suited to many different areas of study and work. The most popular career choice for philosophy graduates is actually business and finance, but also its focus on arguments, critical writing, persuasive writing fits in well with choices like law and journalism and marketing. Many people who've studied philosophy have gone on to do incredible things in the world of business and finance. Others have gone on to areas like comedy and acting and films, and even big international organizations like the UN or even the Catholic Church. Students from Hyams Park have gone on and studied lots of different subjects at university, including things like business management, economics, law, and philosophy, of course. The A-level philosophy course is made up of 4 main topics. In year 12, we look at moral philosophy, thinking about what makes actions right and wrong, looking at different theories and applying them to issues such as stealing and eating animals. We also look at epistemology, which is the theory of knowledge. What do we mean by knowledge? How can we gain knowledge? How can we judge whether something is knowledge or not? In year 13, we look at areas of metaphysics, of the nature of existence. We ask whether the mind exists separately from the body, or whether it is merely something physical like the brain. We also look at questions about God. What is the nature of God, and does God exist? Students often come to the study of philosophy with very little background in the subject, and I would strongly recommend anybody considering philosophy to pick up a book and find out a bit more about it. Here are 4 excellent books that each in their own way introduce philosophical ideas and questions and what philosophy is about. So I would recommend that you have a read of one of those. If you are a student at Hymas Park, then do come and find myself, Mr. Hayward, and I'll be happy to talk to you about philosophy more and lend you a book. Thank you very much for listening.